was wondering, how is that going to work? How is that going to work? If you guys, and I'm talking to you guys, governing body or their helpers, whoever is watching this video, because I know you send spies out to watch, if not watch it yourself. How's that going to work if you guys ever do the preaching work again? If you start up the preaching work engines again, how's that going to work? Knocking on doors again? Ringing bells again? Stopping people on the street again? How is that going to happen? People are really not tolerating a lot of things after COVID. Pre-COVID, they barely was tolerable. After COVID, you can't approach people on the street anymore. People have gone through hell, right? They had people that died in their family. They had friends and co-workers that passed away because of this, pandemic. A lot of people had it themselves. They're barely recovering right now. They're tossed between, do I get the vaccine? Do I not? Do I give my kids this vaccine? Do I send them back to school? There's people that got fired from jobs that they were at 20, 30 years. There's people that had to shut down businesses, and you're going to knock on doors? I would dare to say that is dangerous. So to whoever's spying on this channel right now, don't. It would be in your best interest not to knock on doors or even attempt to stop people on the street. You can see it. You can feel it. People are not up to any BS nowadays. They're not patient. They can't tolerate the smallest of things. I can see it. Even standing online in a grocery store, it's like everybody's on edge. Don't do it. Please. I know there are people that say, hey, let them do it, right? Let them get kicked off the porch. Let them, get dogs attacking them or whatever. Let them, no. I don't want nothing to happen like that. I don't want you guys to put yourself in danger like that. I want you to leave the organization clean and clear. I don't want you to get bruises and cuts. I don't want you to have to go to the hospital. But if you knock on somebody's door, that may be a reality. Don't do it. Right? Now, if you don't do it, then that changes the whole dynamic of your organization. So you're between a rock and a hard place right now. I get it. Right? Governing body, I know you guys been in meetings over the last year and a half, and probably up until now. You're trying to figure this thing out. Do we sell the Kingdom Halls, go virtual? Maybe we can get a cable channel. I'm pretty sure you're looking into that. See what channel would be in your best interest. But to actually be hands-on again, we're not ready for it. Humanity is not ready for it. This would be a shock to their system. They already got rid of you for like a year and a half, 2 years going on, right? You can't just come knocking on doors. Like, who the hell is that? I already got my Uber Eats. Anybody else would have the key. Knocking on doors and ringing bells? If you don't have Chinese food or pizza in your hand, do not do it. Do not do it. Just giving advice, right? Please take it. So, I'm wondering how this is going to happen. I'm wondering how it's going to go down. Because that was the pinnacle part of this religion, this organization, this cult. That was the pinnacle part of it. Door to door preaching, the preaching work. You heard it over and over and over again. How many times did they say the preaching work has to stop before the end? Right? That's the beginning of the end. They say when the preaching work stopped, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember that being said, right? Oh, then the preaching work will stop, and that's when you know that it's the end. Right? How many times though? Because it basically stopped. Now, if it starts up again, and then stops again, very confusing. Very confusing. So it's not when it stops the first time. It could be the third time. It could be the 20th time. I don't know. Anybody? Nobody? Can't explain that? How many times does the preaching work have to stop? Because it stopped. So, if it remains this way, and I don't count mailing out stuff. Don't even count that. That's spam mail. Don't count that. But if it remains this way, then that means that the end is supposed to happen like next week. There's supposed to be a whole bunch of stuff that transpires right after the preaching work stopped, right? According to Jehovah Witnesses. Now, if it starts up again, then how many times does it have to stop for it to be the official stopped, right? 5 times? 100 years from now? Like what? You guys are so just lost right now. You're lost. You're lost. You're lost. And people are catching on to you being lost. Everything is up in the air. There's things that's falling apart at the seams, right? Remember when things were kind of like together? It was like this. Nope. Not anymore. It's like, the generational thing overlapping. That happened. Then COVID. Then, preaching work stopped. It's like, okay, for all intent and purposes, the end is supposed to be here. No, this is the false stop. This is not the real stop. Then there's other things you guys can mention in the comments. It's like, what next? You guys are going to be doing new lights for the next, several years. Guaranteed. New light after COVID. Oh, y'all got at least about 5 new lights. I'm telling you right now, y'all got like 5 new lights that y'all probably putting together right now in the boardroom. It's like, yeah, what scripture can we associate with this? What scripture? Y'all falling apart. You're falling apart, right? It's like these leaves are nicely green and rich, and in the next few months, they're going to be on the ground, orange. Dead. The trees are going to be butt naked. And then the snow is going to come, at least where I live, right? That's y'all. And the leaves of the members, y'all just going to be all over the ground in a few months. Being raked up and put in black plastic bags or clear plastic bags, right? Yeah, for the world to see. Yes, the clear plastic bags, right? Or paper bags. That's y'all, metaphorically. Y'all gonna be laying on the ground, changed colors, dead. I'll leave that there. I'm sorry. Very passionate about this. And one thing I like to mention also, I would hope that people would accept me being an apostate. I know that I was never baptized, the JW community, and I don't want to short you on what you guys had to go through, because honestly, I didn't have to go through that. I was a rapper. I was out there in the world, did my own thing, you know, but I was affiliated with this organization all my life. Everywhere I turned were JWs, all throughout my family, everyone. You know, went to all the assemblies, went to, you know, not all of them, but, you know, Kingdom Halls, many Kingdom Halls, Bible studies, all that. So, you know, if y'all don't want to accept me as an apostate, then I get it. I get it. But I proudly claim that title, if you would allow me to be one, you know. If not, and I got to put in some work, then I'll wait for it. But, you know, it would be an honor to be an apostate. Something that I would have never thought in a million years that I would say, his cat is watching me. What are you doing? This cat is literally standing here watching me like he got something to say. First it was a squirrel. Remember the squirrel? Let me show you. Hold up. See? He's looking around now. Before, and I don't know if it's a he or she, but before, looking right at me. Y'all sending cats as spies? Let me find out. Let me find out. You part of the governing body? You watching me? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, right? I'm just joking. But yeah, it's over. It's over. You know, you just holding on to something that is from the past. It just didn't catch up with you. Like, you're not dealing in real time. But it's over. It really is, you know. But yes, please, you know, as an apostate, I would like to encourage more of us. It was something, like I said, prior to this informant looking at me. Never thought that I would claim that title, because I thought we were disheveled people that look like Tom Hanks in Castaway, you know, with Ouija boards on our heads and tattoos on our face like today's rap artists. You know, that's what I thought. You know, speaking in languages that weren't from this world, and foaming at the mouth. This is what I thought apostates was. So I'm glad to claim that title, so people that are kind of like on the fence can say, wait a minute, this guy look like me. He looks just like me, right? I got Jordans on. I got, you know, it's like he looks exactly like me. And I can relate to him. And he's not foaming at the mouth. He doesn't look like Tom Hanks in Castaway. He doesn't have a Ouija board on his head. He doesn't have any tattoos. No tattoos, right? Believe it or not. And he's speaking English. So, with that being said, like all my videos, it's one thing that I ask you to do, and that's just think. That's all I ask you to do. Keep it simple. Just start thinking again, right? Love.